At least 12 people have died in massive wildfires in southern Spain as extreme heat fuels dangerous fire conditions across the country. Hundreds of firefighters, soldiers and emergency responders are battling the blaze around the towns of Los Gallardos and Badar, where most of the deaths have been reported. Authorities say many of the victims are believed to be foreign tourists visiting the popular holiday region.
It's already one of the deadliest wildfires in Spanish history. The Los Gallardos fire is sweeping through southern Spain, claiming homes, businesses, and lives. Many of the victims were caught trying to flee, on foot and by car. But the speed of the flames in this rugged, forested terrain left them trapped.
It may be that they searched for an escape route too late because they hadn't made a decision to leave. Eventually, the escape routes weren't suitable, and they found themselves trapped in a dead end, or in some cases on a path from which there was practically no way out.
Grass fires like the one sweeping through Almeria move incredibly quickly, especially after weeks of blistering heat waves have baked the soil and left the forest bone dry. Over 150 firefighters are battling the inferno, thought to be caused by a fallen power line. The Spanish military has also been mobilized to support. But so far, they're struggling to contain the blaze.
It's a very complicated fire because apart from the terrain and the ravines, and there are a great many ravines, there are also many scattered dwellings. Within all that forest, there are houses everywhere.
Southern Spain is no stranger to summer wildfires. But average temperatures in Western Europe are heating up twice as fast as the rest of the world. With every year bringing new record-breaking heat waves, scenes like these will only become more frequent.
Right, let's take you straight to the Spanish capital then, where we find our correspondent Nicole Ris. Welcome, Nicole. Bring us up to date, please.
Well, what we hear, the latest, are 3 days of mourning have been declared by the regional government in Andalusia. This is a big tragedy. We haven't seen such a deadly wildfire in decades. We have seen plenty of wildfires these past years, but not with such a scale of people who died. And as we're speaking, this fire is not under control yet. Actually, over 400 people are tackling it, from the emergency units of the military, firefighters and other emergency helpers. The conditions are very complicated, a lot of strong wind, areas that are not accessible with heavy machinery. Planes have been dispatched, as well as helicopters. There are these deep ravines that we just heard about in the report that make everything just a bit more complicated as well. And as we're speaking, there are also people missing. So we're looking at least 23 people who are currently missing. People who are looking for their loved ones can go to an office not too far away from this area to report file missing people's reports, but they also have set up this office so people can actually identify the victims. At the moment, we have learned that it is 12 people who have died in cars and also on their way by foot to escape the fires. 8 are injured, 4 of them severely. They had to be brought to a different hospital today, as well, as their wounds are very severe.
And many of those victims and missing are said to be foreign nationals.
The majority is thought to be foreign nationals. 4 of those who have died are believed to be British citizens. The other ones are yet to be fully identified. This is a longer process, of course, but authorities on site are also working together with British authorities to make it easier for relatives. We have seen relatives reaching out on social media as well. One example was a mother who's looking for a daughter who disappeared at 6:30 in the morning, taking the car out, and she hasn't heard from her since then. And there is a huge community of foreign nationals in this area as well, foreign residents as well as tourists from Great Britain, from Germany, from Belgium, also from the Netherlands. They like staying there in this area because it's a Mediterranean climate, it's close to the sea, and so this is common that we find lots of foreign nationals in these areas as well.
Now, victims are said to include people who tried to escape rather than shelter in place. Nicole, just talk us through what was supposed to happen. What was the protocol?
Well, the Andalusia's regional president explained in a statement that they went door to door to advise people to either stay in their homes, depending on the location, and shield there, or take the evacuation routes that have been installed. So there was an evacuation plan for this emergency as well. We don't know exactly what happened in between. This is yet to be identified. There probably will be an investigation into these circumstances. But the regional emergency chief, Antonio Sanz, also pointed out that some people have been trapped because they took alternative routes to escape the smoke and the fire, the flames. They then found them already dead in cars or also on the ground because they went by foot. They suspect that they might have panicked and then just taken other routes. But as I said, the investigation still needs to look into that as well. Meanwhile, there has also been criticism that the regional government hasn't sent out emergency SMS for the evacuation plan to make sure that they reach everybody. So I think there will be lots of that coming in the next days as well.
Meanwhile, of course, there have been reactions and condolences from across Spain.
We have seen reactions very early on from the Prime Minister, Pedro Sánchez, who explains that he's immensely sad and offers his condolences, of course. The King and the Queen have expressed their extreme dismay. We have seen EU officials who have expressed their condolences as well. The EU is trying to give extra support to Spain also by using the Copernicus satellite system in order to be more able to control the flames. This, as I said, is a tremendous shock to the population, not only on the ground but also in the country, as we haven't seen such a deadly wildfire in decades. I think the last time we saw something similar might have been 20 years ago.
Thanks, Nicole. Nicole Ris in Madrid.